Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. We have a brand new update to get into, kinda sorta, or like the newest event that's to take place. We also have to recap the Lantern Raid, which was an absolute blast. It had so much content. I hope Theater Mechanicus is staying. That was rumored. I don't know if it is or not. Fingers crossed. But, ladies and gentlemen, I almost forgot this. We finally have access to the Leyland Overflow event, which is going to be going on for 6 days and refreshes every day. So, be sure to jump in and do this. It's good. It's just not, like, insane. It's still good. It's what you should put your resin towards for at least 6 days or so. But basically, every day, you can go ahead and do a ley lens and essentially get double the resources for, like, significantly less of the resin cost. So that's cool, but it's only these 3. So we thought when we first heard about this, okay, this is amazing. Now we can just like dedicate this, like it's like an XP weekend, right? Like a double XP weekend. We can just dedicate our resin for this. That way in the future, we're being way more optimal. Now we're still more optimal this way, but it's not as crazy as like for 3 days. If you spend all of your resin into the ley lens things, you'll be getting double resources. That way you can do like 8 in 1 day and just get a shit ton, right? No, you can only do 3 a day. Little sad, but anyways, I thought we would do this together and also talk about the Lantern Raid. Also, it's both. It's not just the XP ones; it's all of them. Also, I'm gonna equip a team that's gonna smash these immediately. All right, it's Venti. It's just Venti. It's all Venti, maybe Shao. All are not really necessary. Now there are a great many things to talk about. First of all, yeah, because the Lantern Raid was just like an onslaught of things, and yeah, I just like actually struggled to get all of them done. Just because there was so many. We also have 1 day. Well, by the time this gets out to you, the Lantern Raid has already come to a close. Hopefully, I can get the previous like story quest out today. Shit, we got to upload this. Also, yes, I have 657 lanterns. All right, I just decided why not make all of them because the resource said it was going to expire, but they didn't say the lanterns were. So I hope I'm okay. Anyways, I got most of the things from the store except for like the lower tier resources like the crystals, the ore, and stuff like that. Also, I didn't want this. Also, big shout out to a person named Nanny, where on Sunday's stream we actually did Theater Mechanica and you carried my ass through more or less. But also, Theater Mechanicus, if it does return, it was very much based on, at least in my experience, based on you just going super hard into it. So with that, what I mean by that is, like, if you were to just dedicate like an hour of grinding Theater Mechanicus and just getting a lot of the base currency, not the jade things, but like just the money to level up your stuff, and you were to level up your stuff, you would just smash this event immediately because when you level your weapons up to like level 9 or 10, they hit so much harder. Also, freeze comp was amazing. Ice and water were just fantastic, especially if you're doing the later tier resources or events. Also, what was with the last, or like difficulty 7, which was like the highest or whatever, the highest difficulty, was easier than the previous other 2. I thought that was just bullshit. Anyway, anyways, because it was 1 lane going into your thing. This though, this was just a bank full of primo gems and stuff like that, and also experience. So this is just awesome if you needed like more XP or whatever. If you happen to jump in and you got all these quests done, you got the primo, you got everything, then that's just amazing. Or maybe it didn't give you XP, maybe it gave you like Lantern Raid XP. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Also, I cashed in my Stand By Me, and I've actually been leveling up Shincho, so I got Shincho twice. By that, because I got him once by just wishing for him. Luckily, like a week before it all popped off, which was fantastic. Anyways, let's do one of these. Ooh, it went to the right, didn't it? Oh, I hate it. I hate that there's no way to aim your fucking alt. Also, at this point, you guys have seen my, what do you call it? My dude, my Shao popping off. And how he does. Okay, so this should give me a lot. Should give me double for less. Yes, bonus, and I only have to use 20 resin for 2 of the drops. So normally I'd have to use a condensed resin, which costs 40. And honestly, when I say it out loud, it doesn't seem like as excessive. But thank you, I guess. Still, I guess it is better. It's resin spent in a better way, a more efficient way. It's like going to the supermarket getting a coupon. I love those people. I am those people. Anyway, I also been leveling up Fischl. I got her up to level 60. Yeah, so by the way, guys, that's where like my current progression is kind of at, is I'm trying to make like a decent team for either Razor or Xingqiu. I think it's gonna be more for Razor in a weird way, honestly. But yeah, that's kind of my plan. And again, I have like people who I'm like happy that I have leveled up and stuff. Anyways, there are different though, so you can't. Where am I going? Oh, okay. No, never mind. Yikes. Big yikes. Okay, so no. Okay, yeah. All right. So we can go to any Leylands, either in Mondstadt or in LEY. But they're like, I just went to a wealth one. Yeah, I don't want wealth. So I guess we could just go, like, it'll say ×2, right? So like over here, perfect. If I go with this one, it'll say ×2, and I can just go there and spend it. Nice. But then it will burn up. We'll burn that ×2, and be sad about it. But you know. Actually, I don't want to go there. It's a nightmare to travel. There we go. Outriders came out yesterday, and I still haven't played it. All right. That's not true. I played like the first 10 minutes. Then I was realizing I was too tired to actually like make a good video. So I was like, I'm out. Yes, I'm starting to level up Fischl because you know generally it just seems nuts. So yeah, that's what we've been doing. We're doing one of these. We're gonna put on our shield. We're gonna throw one of these down. We're gonna do not that. It's gonna take a little bit for me to course correct that. There it is. Boom! Look at the fire. Let's swirl that shit. Boom. Boom. Fischl. I'll reset Oz. All that Oz. Whatever you're talking about. Phasmagorium that. Some more of this. Let's fuck it. Although we don't have anywhere to heal. So this is a little rough. Yeah, you need to have a healer in order to really pop off a Shao. Because he needs a babysitter. Even though Shin... What's her name? Hu Tao doesn't need anything. You piece of shit. You did this to me. Ah. These ones seem like they have a lot, like significantly more enemies, but we're not gaining any more resources. So it seems like a horrible situation. Anyways, boom. Yeah, so I assume at some point it's gonna be like, hey, now you've cashed in all of your 3 today, so now they're gonna go back to costing a 20 for less. But at least we can run around and go do them pretty easily. Yeah, that was the one thing that I really hope that they add in the game eventually. Is like I thought these were a way for you to farm like enemies. They are, but you have to spend 20 resin to do that, and it's not worth it. You know, you'd rather have an artifact or something that can like massively supercharge your damage, I think. Oh god, help. Please tell me this will be okay. I think we'll be fine. But yeah, to me, I wish there was like some, like, even if they just changed this to be, okay, now you don't need to do resin. Like, even if I just can go to this location, kill the enemies, say I don't want the Leylands, and then move to the next Leylands, that would be awesome. That way we could actually grind just farming enemies, not necessarily farming this or burning your resin, because unfortunately you can't move on to the next location unless you burn this one first, which sucks. Also, if you didn't know this, Venti's nuts. Venti's nuts. You should pull everyone together, do some Shao nonsense, do this, because I forgot to put that. Now it's all electric based. I'm a failure. I hate it. Also, throw some more just base damage, swirl, all that. And he's dead. And he's dead. And we got our Leylands. Nope, there's a bug. And that's really getting me right now, right? Wow. Oh, wow, they're really like throwing a lot. Yeah, this is weird. I don't know why you wouldn't just do the ones in Mondstadt where they're way chiller. They're not like, hey, how about we fuck your whole life up? It's like, what? What did I do to you? Jesus Christ. We're swirling that electricity charge. Pow! And boom, we're done. We've cashed in all of our things for day. A whopping 14 and 8. Solid, honestly. But how am I doing on that? If you can get like around 200 experience books, you're in a good way. We're in a bad way. We're in a very, very bad way. Good thing we have this event going on. But yes, be sure to jump in and do this again. As much as I am kind of like, it would have been nicer if it was like, you know, we could just went ham and it wasn't like or at least more than 3. Like, you know, it's good. It's like a 10% off coupon. Nah, it's like a 5% off coupon. You know, you're like, okay, I guess. But it's not. It's like it is, but it isn't enough to be like, get in there, fam. Get cash in. Get yours. All that. But also, yeah, it's pretty simple. Also, you can. It's like that's one of the things that Genshin does really well is that you don't need a crazy amount of investment to actually profit. Like you just pop in. This took us like maybe 5 minutes, if that, of me talking my ass off. But yes, the lantern raid has come to a close. I also wanted to make a video talking about this as a whole. I loved it. I did feel like this was a lot. Like this was like, oh boy. I don't know if I disliked it though, to be honest, because it did seem like it gave me something to do. It's just weirdly enough, the lantern raid came at a time in my life currently where I was trying to do like 3 other things, like read a book that I'm reading, finish that, do this other stuff. Oh, I have to do this today as well. Shit. I don't have time to do this, so if anyone just had like a nice big fat like nothing period, you'd love this, I bet. Also, Shao's quests were good. Yeah, I kind of the way I feel about the Lantern Rite though, which to me I hope they fix within Mondstadt's kind of festival. The Lantern Rite very much felt less. To me, it felt really not like a festival, and the reason why is because the whole story structure was based around you basically being like this side contractor who didn't get to experience the loveliness of the Lantern Rite, instead ran around doing everything for everybody, and it made you feel more like a workhorse than like, hey, this is a magical festival. Why don't you take part in this weird game? Why don't you do this thing so that the whole that these children can play and participate in this festival? Why not do? Instead, it was just like, you want a lantern? How much? 2? Where? Top of a mountain? Kill yourself. Fine. And then you go do it. So that's the whole. I'm sorry, but that's like the sentiment, and it really did feel like it was just too much in that regard. Like I wish I would have felt like I was a part of the festival and making this festival happen. Instead, it very much just felt like they're like, problem, you have it. Problem, you have it. Problem, you have it. Oh, let's go make lanterns with this child. Oh, look at the fun. You go kill those people and save our whole land. Peace. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm supposed to be a traveler. And I don't really get the vibe of the festival. Like, I mean, it's cool, like, it looks amazing, but you don't really feel the festive vibe because it's like a festival, but it's entirely, like, not important to the other shit going on, where, like, people are gonna try to steal some shit. It's like a bank heist. Oh, also, there's this demigod who's like, well, I don't know what the fuck even Xiao's quest or anything really played into it. I don't know. Fucking yakshas, this, that, you know? It's just like, man, everything was so much other going on that it felt like the festival was just not important, or like just had nothing happening in comparison. Anyways, one more thing, just to wrap this up, because I don't want to make a video where I make progress report, blah. So we'll squeeze it in here. Essentially, my friends, Xiao is made. I don't want to do anything more with him, and I miss Razor, but he kills things too quickly. Crazy. Problem to have, but it is a problem. Anyways, I want to start leveling up Zhongli. That's a problem that we'll deal with eventually, because yes, not a problem, that's something we'll deal with eventually later on, but it's something that I want to eventually do, level up our boy Zhongli. Anyways, Fischl. Shut up! Fischl. Okay, so I want to level up Fischl and Xinqiu. Xinqiu already pretty leveled up, got him a great cracked resources, more or less. The only thing I'm missing is this stupid helmet with an HP percentage with not the worst substats. It sucks to suck, I don't have that. Big oof. The reason why is because I need HP. I need him to have enough HP to where he can heal me, Xiao, for his damage that he takes from using the full duration of his ult, because Zhongli can keep him safe basically and not hurt. And yeah, also I can take some food if everyone gets too damaged, because I have just a boatload of food. Anyways, so that's what we're kind of dealing with. But honestly, it makes me feel like I'm more building a build around Razor more than Xiao, because Xiao really doesn't need fuck all, honestly. He just needs 2 Geo people to give him a shield and increase his base damage, and it's kind of fine. Anyways, I digress. But I did say that this would be a fun combo with Xinqiu and Fischl. So Fischl's the one that's being kind of a pain, because I just started cracking into her but I'm also split. Like, have you guys ever found the thing where, like, I don't know if I should perfect this character and keep trying to get Xinqiu his helmet that gives him HP and is not the worst, or if I should just stop and spend my resin on a brand new character. That way, like, any of the things I get for her or is a bonus, rather than I could get like 60 things for Xinqiu and they're fucking terrible, or I only need one of the things to work out, you know, so it ends up being a diminishing return kind of thing. But yeah, I am trying to think of like my deep, again, it's probably gonna be Razor and Xiao is gonna be like the weird team, but they're both selfish, so they're both gonna need those kinds of characters. Also, so that's my kind of objective right now. I'm trying to level up Fischl and Xinqiu, Waterboy. But this is the other thing that I've been debating, because it's really, I have 10,000 primos, and there's a weapon here called the Staff of Homa. Staff of Homa is massive, alright? Absolutely massive. And I've already talked to you guys about I don't really like the lithic blades, because I don't want to be forced to invest in characters I don't actually want to I don't fuck with, you know? Even if it's like massive damage, I don't want to do, if I don't like a character, I don't want to fucking have to be forced to play with them, you know? But the Staff of Homa looks absolutely amazing, and I'm kind of stuck, because to me, my thought process, which I heard from other people who are in the same position as me, who have a decent amount of primos and are wondering what to do, is Hu Tao's coming out, and I'm not going to get Hu Tao, but I'm also not going to get the Staff of Homa, and that's a good bit of time of just sitting there. And depending on how the banners work out, speculation-wise, apparently Hu Tao's going to come out after this banner, or after Ching's banner, or whatever. Then we're going to have the Mondstadt kind of, like, extravaganza, their festival, the Mondstadt Festival, and they're going to bring Venti Rerun and Rosaria. Now, I want to bet on Rosaria, but that, I can, like, if the events have even been an eighth of what they are, that they currently are, I'm going to go in there with, like, probably, like, 18,000 primos, or, like, 20,000, like, I only need 5,000 more primos, and I'm definitely going to be able to, I think, get that before then. So I'm kind of like, I'm going to have a lot of points to spend on a 4-star, which maybe even if I don't get Rosaria a bunch, I'll stop. You know, I'm not that kind of person. I don't want to, like, waste with Reckless Abandon. But to me, I almost think, is it of better value to spend some money on the weapon banner in the hopes to get the Wolf's Gravestone or the Homa, Staff of Homa, and then wait, and then just take, and then pass on Rosaria, because this spear could be good for Razor, good for Shao, whatever. Also the Claymore could be good for Razor. Did I say Razor? I meant Shao or Zhongli. Shao or Zhongli is good for Staff. Razor is good for Gravestone. So should I spend it and then save? I don't know. And I just woke up to a video of a person spending, like, so much money and getting one Staff of Homa that I'm like, yeah, maybe now I'll just save. Because to me, the thing is, and this is always, like, this is the thing that tempers me to not want to do that, the Lithic Blades and the other stuff there. I don't like any of the 4-stars there. And that's honestly, as a person who doesn't, like, spend a copious amounts of money in the game, that's what I'm after. I would love refinements on weapons that I actually want to use and like using, and to affect my builds. So yeah, as much as I love, like, again, if we could just get lucky and get, like, the 5-star of, like, a Claymore, love it, and the Spear, love it, but the 4-stars also be of good consequence of getting, then I would swing. But I'm not. That's why I really hope Rosaria has some pretty fucking, like, awesome people in her banner. Or maybe it's just Venti and her. That'd be fucking amazing. Although that wouldn't happen ever. But anyways, so that's my thoughts on shit. I feel like I'm a bit like stuck in mud. I'm like, well, shit, no, maybe. But ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm still playing Genshin. Still love to keep you guys up to date on things. Yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. There'll be more content coming of the game, of us doing all manner of things. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day. I think I said that twice. So the fucking things over there. Let me know what you guys think about the Overflow event and also my current predicament. Are you in the same situation or not? Anyways, thank you so much for your time, and goodbye.